Well, rumors just keep getting confirmed. Well, not all of them, but earlier there was this deal that it was rumored that James Gunn was offered the Superman movie. He turned it down in favor of doing Suicide Squad. And so he confirmed this. Apparently, he was asked by a fan if he would accept a Man of Steel 2 movie if it was offered to him. And apparently, he responded. As has been reported many times, DC offered me whatever film I wanted to do, including some sort of Superman movie, not specifically Man of Steel, as I've seen reported. Yeah, okay. Replied James Gunn. I chose the Suicide Squad as it's one of my favorite properties in the world. It's the story I wanted to tell more than any other. So there was an offer for a Superman project. He says not specifically Man of Steel. He just doesn't confirm that. But there was, okay, so James Gunn didn't want to do it. You couldn't find someone else. There should be a Superman movie already filmed and done and ready for release later this year. That's what should have happened. This is ridiculous. But that does confirm that it didn't happen. So whether it was, they were, locking horns with Henry Cavill's people and Henry Cavill himself and this sort of thing, he's upset by how the Justice League went with the stupid mustache thing, which they humiliated him with. Oh, God. Well, hopefully he can get some justice when Zack Snyder's Justice League, that Snyder cut gets released. Boy, I sure hope so. But just, man, why are they sitting on their hands about this? I just don't know. That's the only mystery here. But the idea that they would offer that and say that they're interested in doing a Superman film. Now, if they're going to move beyond Henry Cavill, then it's time to poop or get off the pot about that. So the other rumor being J.J. Abrams. Of course, this is Cosmic Book News, and he's been talking about this a bit, saying someone told him directly. I forget which, I guess the San Diego Comic-Con or something like that. And that J.J. Abrams is there's no rumor about it. Warner Media signed a deal with his Bad Robot company, so he will be doing films for Warner's. Whether or not this is Superman or not, we don't know just yet. But the rumor is that he's interested in doing Green Lantern and Superman. So that might be what we'll see. As for Green Lantern, we know there'll be a TV series on HBO Max. But beyond that, as far as the films go, we just don't know yet. But it appears that could be what J.J. Abrams could set up. As for Superman, the idea was that he wants to recast it. So, and that's when, what's his name? Corin Sweat or whatever. I forget. I'm forgetting the guy's name who looks like Henry Cavill's little brother. Has apparently been approached about possibly doing the role. Another rumor. But we'll have to wait and see. So this is just an interesting thing that you hear a rumor. It's just a rumor, doesn't matter. And then, yeah, it was true. They did offer him a Superman job, and he turned it down because he'd rather do Suicide Squad, which is more than likely looking like he's not exactly lying about that or just exaggerating his interest. I think Suicide Squad probably is a better fit for him than even Guardians of the Galaxy, because he could probably stay more in character of the series as it originally was intended than what Guardians of the Galaxy was, which doesn't bear a whole lot of resemblance to the source material. Now the source material, of course, is done to fit that more or less, but he kind of rewrote that for that purpose, and that so this might be a best. So yeah, a Superman movie might not have been all that great in his hands. I don't know. But Suicide Squad could probably turn out to be a lot better for him. And certainly better than the first one, which the first half does a good job. Okay, a little too much music video style to it. But it does introduce your cast all right. And then they got no story. It just falls apart. I don't know. That's another cut. Apparently the air cut was better, but I don't know. They all want to start with the Enchantress, but apparently the Enchantress was being possessed by Steppenwolf and that whole thing. That could have been a more interesting thing and more cohesion for the DCU overall. I would have thought that the Joker should have been presented as the main villain and that he stole a mother box or something like that, and they had to get it back, and they recruit Harley Quinn to help him find him. And this whole thing with the New Gods comes about, and it's only like a tease because the real battle with Steppenwolf would be in the Justice League film. And that would have been kind of a cool lead-in had they had those movies done right. Which they did. So it's always interesting with the concept art and whatnot. What the original plans is what they should have gone with. And every time they get abandoned for lackluster nothing. So it's too bad, but hopefully the Suicide Squad has a better shot here with Mr. Gunn. We'll just have to see. So yeah, that's about all there is to that. They could do things in the new Suicide film that I think, again, offering some cohesion to this shared universe without actually having to treat each movie as an episode in a TV series in movie theaters. You don't have to do it like that. But some of the plot details that seem to be that they're going to go up against Vandal Savage. And if that's true, another rumor, but like I said, these rumors keep coming true, and would probably take place in the fictional country of Kondak. Well, what's Kondak, you say? Well, that's Black Adam's homeland. And then see, you could just by that alone, and a few little Easter eggs and whatnot, that's all you got to do. You don't have to trouble the director too much from whatever story he wanted to tell about this super-powered Black Ops team going in to do some dirty work for the government, which is what the Suicide Squad is and what it should be, which is what they introduce it like that in the original one, and then they take it away and they're chasing after one of their own members who's, you know, a goddess and all this sort of thing. This is where it should play up, where they go overseas doing work for the American government, and there's some kind of supernatural or superpowered thing going on. And it could involve someone like Vandal Savage, who is a caveman who is immortal and has been posing as some of our historical figures and whatnot. And so there you go. It can even tie it in. There's a fan theory from Batman versus Superman where the fake sword of Alexander in the museum, and Batman says, or Bruce Wayne says it's a fake, and Diana says, yeah, no. And they both say the original is hanging in the bedroom of the Sultan of, I can't remember. And people suggested, hey, that could be Vandal Savage. Like, that's the title he's under at the moment. And they could do that. And that's all you got to do. You know, it's just a title. It's just the guy's name. The rest of the story is yours. And that would work out that would be a kind of a cool thing. So there you go. As for Superman, oh boy, what are you waiting for? Come on. But then again, they seem to be rather clueless as to what to do, which is just baffling. Boy, it's not like they don't have comic books to refer to. You gonna try that dog ate my homework line like Kennedy did for Star Wars? It didn't work for her. It's certainly not gonna work for you guys. So come on. Henry Cavill could certainly, he was ready for the role. He just didn't really give him the solid story. Plus, with Man of Steel, it's clearly a first chapter to a larger story, as he's a freshman superhero in that depiction. So to do it justice, you need to follow up on that, where he's a firmly established superhero and has more of an idea of what he's about and what he's doing. But unfortunately, at this point, it's all pretty much cut short. So I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe that, the rumors that there's some bad blood between the two camps. It's possible that could derail things rather than sticking to for business matters, and that you could deliver a product for a fan base that wants to spend its money on said product. Seems like you could figure out how to get there and do a little growing up on that. But who knows? We don't know the whole details. We just get little teasers and rumors here and there. So hopefully it'll work out, and we'll have a Superman film sometime soon. But probably not till at the earliest 2023, I guess. But yeah, I'm taping this on New Year's Eve, so it's only I've only a few minutes left of 2019. So really, 2023 isn't that far away, is it? So But they need to get on the ball and wrap that up. So anyway, there you go. Thank you for watching and listening. Say, why not like and subscribe and check out that link description below. That'll take you to my mini stores that have plenty of goodies for you. And you can find the link to my podcast, Mr Nailsin Show, on RadioMisfits.com. And you can also watch my videos at BitChute.com. That's the Mr Nailsin channel on BitChute.com.